So good afternoon, everyone. So today we will do these three topics again, as fewer of you were not able to get it. So I'll try to explain it better in this class and with more clarity and with some real life example. Okay, so callbacks, yeah. So first thing that we did was callbacks. So if I try to define callbacks, so you can say that callbacks are a function that is passed in another function as an argument. And also, why do we pass it? Because it performs a specific task after, you can say that it performs a specific task if any asynchronous operation is completed. So it performs a specific task after an asynchronous. Okay, I will operation is completed. Okay, so first thing, callbacks are a function that is passed in another function as an argument. And after that, it performs a specific task after an asynchronous operation is completed. So we will see how it works with an example, not in the coding form. So I will firstly comment out all our previous code because we are doing it fresh in this class. So okay, so what I want to tell is, so suppose in real life there is a function that you want to go to. There's a family function and you want to get your clothes stitched. Okay, so you go to the tailor. Okay, so let's say you go to a tailor to get your clothes stitched, and he says after 2 days, let's say after 2 days, your clothes will be stitched. Okay, so you can see that this is basically you can say this is an asynchronous task because it doesn't happen on the spot. So it will take some time. So for now, let's say the tailor said that the clothes will be stitched in 2 days. Okay, so after that, when we go after 2 days, what are the thing that we expect? Hmm, I believe is. Okay, so two things that we can expect. First is that the cloth is stitched, and I'm writing it with the mouse. That's why I'm finding it little difficult. Mm. So not stitched. Okay, so two thing we can like two results are possible. After 2 days, the clothes are stitched or not stitched. So we can in coding language we say it resolve. mm, Resolved, and here we can write rejected. So these are the two states. So these are the two outcomes, the two possibilities. And what I want to do is, if the coat is stitched, like if our suit is stitched, and if it not stitched, so I can say that like, I will attend the function, and here I can say I'll not attend the function. Okay, so this is basically my condition. I go to the tailor. He says after 2 days the clothes will be get stitched, and if it is stitched, I will attend the function, and if it is not stitched, I will not attend the function. Okay, so this is the basic story, but to explain the callback, what I want to tell is, so consider uh, this condition, like stitch or not stitched. So I will make let's say a variable is mm, is stitch, and I made a variable. Let's say I made it true. So is stitched is true, and if it is true, then I want to perform this task. Okay, if this is yeah, if this is true, then I want to perform this task. So this is, we can say this is a callback function, and this is also a callback function. Okay, so and this is our resolved and rejected state. And how we have to handle our states, we can handle it using the callback function. Like what I said here was, uh, yeah, here callbacks are a function that is passed in another function that we will see. It performs a specific task after an asynchronous operation is completed. Okay, so right now, if our callback is I will attend the function, so like this is our callback, and we will perform this task. And in after 2 days, we are not able to get our suit stitched. Then this is another callback function that I will not attend the function. So how to write this in the form of code? I hope you are clear till now, like this small diagram. So let's write it in the form of code here. Why it's not going? So first of all, let's make a function that uh, get suit this, and so now as I'm writing it like this, and the first thing okay, let's so get suits this, and yeah, the first thing was set timeout, and I said that it will take let's say 2 days. So set timeouts basically expects two things. First is a callback function here. The second is the time in millisecond. So I'm writing it 2 milliseconds right now. And so what I have to write is that variable that I made, that is this. So a basic if statement, if is just, which mean that this is true, then this line will, if statement will run. And yeah, we will, let's say, run a callback function for resolved state. Else, run a callback function for rejected state. Okay, so this is the basic structure of our get suits test. And after that, mm, TCI, TCS. So we have to run a callback function for resolved state and rejected state. But where are this callback function? So we have to define it on, let's say, on suit ready. If our suit is ready, then we want to say that we want to say that mm, the suit is ready. I can return the function. So this is the first callback for the resolved state, and for the rejected state, let's copy this. On suit not ready. Suit is not ready. I can't attend the function. And now what I said that callback functions are is passed in another function. So similarly, we will pass this function here. So you can name it anything. For now, I'm giving it the same name. And so similar that the same thing that we did, we passed it in the another function. And when we call it get suits test, so we are accepting the callbacks here. So we have to pass here also. Here we have to give the same name. So we are calling the function. So these are the callback function. They are performing a specific task. So what task they have to perform? If it is just, then I will call the callback function which says on suit ready, and I will call it on suit not ready. I have written bot on suit not ready. So this is the basics of it. And I want to, let's say, yeah, here I will, let's say, display the message first so that I will get to know that this function is started to run. Okay, so uh, let's say Taylor is saying, I'll stitch your suit, come back in 2 days. Okay, so first thing, this will run because this is a synchronous task. But this first of all, and after that we will go here, and if it is rejected, it will run this, which means this, and if it resolved, it will run this. Well, let's test it. Okay, I will switch your suit. Okay, suit is ready. I can attend the function. See again. I will switch your suit after 2 seconds. Suit is ready and I will attend the function. And if test is false, I will say, I will save it first in clear. So I will switch your suit. Suit is not ready. I can't attend the function. So this is the callbacks that tried to explain it in a new way. Yeah, I'm coming in 2 minutes. Wait. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the callbacks with this example. Now we'll go to the promises. If I talk about the promises, so you can say that promises is an object which represents if an asynchronous task is completed or it is failed. The promises is an object which represent if an asynchronous task is completed or it is failed. I will then write the same thing. Okay, I will write it again. So the similar same thing is for promise as well. So promise, but it can tell if a promise is resolved. Okay, so it if it is resolved, so how do we handle it? So which is often known as consuming the promise, right? So if it is resolved, then how do we consume? Mm, resolved promise is consumed using then, and rejected promise is consumed using catch. Okay. So before consuming the promise, that means till here, at first we have to make a promise, and after that we have to consume. So there are different ways that we can consume. The first is dot and then dot catch, and another one that is async await. This one. So we will do this afterwards. So the first we will talk about dot then and dot catch. And before that, we will talk about how to make a promise. So before deleting this, I'm telling again, we have to make a promise and we have to return. Uh, if it is resolved, then what we are to going to do, and if it is reject. And after that, while consuming it, we will consume it using then. That means if it is resolved, then we will do this. If it is rejected, we will write in catch and do some task. So I will clear it again. Let's say I am making a function get suits just, and here, yeah, I told that I need to create a promise first. Okay, so I have to return in this function. I'm returning a promise. So to make a promise, there is a keyword new. First, we have to write the new, and after that, promise. And here, in the callback, we have to pass resolve or reject. So this is how we create a promise. This is a basic structure, and inside it we will write the logic. So I will use the same logic, like the same storyline of callbacks. So first of all, I will say console log. I will stitch your suit, come back in 2 days. But after 2 days, like the similar thing what was happening here, we will, yeah, this still is. So I said I will stitch your suit, come back in 2 days. And right now I'm giving the value of is stitched false. So the difference, the callbacks is we have to pass the function here. But here we are not passing the function. We are not passing any function here. So we can delete it. So here actually we are sending the data that if it is resolved, then I will say suit is mm, suit is ready, and the rejected state suit is not ready. So this is the first step where I made a promise. And now I said that we can consume it using then and catch. Okay, I'm forgetting the, yeah, okay, it's fine. So we have to consume it using then and catch. So for that, first we have to call the promise. We call this function, and this function will actually return us a promise. That's why we need to call the function. And here we are getting a promise, right? So if we get a promise, if we get a promise, we have to handle it using then and catch. So dot then, which means that our promise is resolved. And we were actually sending a message from here only. So to accept that, we can write anything. I will say message. And first of all, I will say suit is ready. Okay, if I will say, okay, first of all, I will print the message. And in the next line, what I want to do is I can print the function. And similarly, dot catch. I was sending a error message. So error message is basically if it is rejected. So I will say it an error message. So here error means this suit is not ready. It doesn't say that it will give an error. It will say the suit is not ready. I want. So you can see the function is passed. The function is called first. And after it is called, it will return a promise. And when we got that promise, we will that promise dot then and dot catch. And let's see what we'll get here. Mm, I will stitch your suit, come back in 2 days. Okay, suit is not ready. I won't be able to go to the function, which means that dot catch is working and it says suit is not ready. And because this is false, we are going to rejected state and dot catch is running. And if I write here true, so it will go to resolve state, and to handle the resolve, it will go to then, and then we will go here. After 2 seconds, it says suit is ready. I can attend the function. So this was about the promises. And I told that we can handle the promises, like the state of the promises, using then and catch, and also using a sync and event. Okay, if I will dot then catch. For dot then and catch, used to handle our promise, used to handle our promise state if it is resolved, then dot then works. If rejected, then dot catch. So async await is also used to handle our promise state. Hmm, yeah, so we made a promise. We don't need to change any code here. So these both are basically the method to consume a message. So it is, I can say, it's a method or a way to consume a promise and use to. It's also a way to consume. It's so the working of these both is same. Just the difference is that like you can say like different syntax and different keywords are used here. Here then and catch is used. And now I'm talking about async await. So for that, so when we got this promise, first we have to for to consume it using async await. First we have to make an async function so that we are telling JavaScript that like this function is async and this will we are actually getting the promise. So what I can write is um, consume. We don't need any parameters. So here what we write actually is try and catch. So try and catch is added here so that if we get any error in our try phase, then we will go to catch. So this is basically a error handling, a way to handle our error because an async task can actually give an error. So that's why we can go to the cache and display the error. So first of all, what I want to, yeah, the next thing is the await keyword. So to access this, first we have to call it. You can see we here also we call the promise. So we call it and here we call it and I want to store the data or the result that it sent us in a variable. So I can write it const message. You can see the similar thing that I write the message here. Here, when we send something, some data from here, we can access it here in the then phrase. But here we have to call it, variable. And after that, the same thing I can show. And yeah, for error, we have to write a error here after the catch. So any error that will come will go to the catch. So you can see if here if we are getting the rejected state, then we will directly go here. And let's see what should we get or what we'll get in our. Okay, we have to call this function also. I will stitch your suit. Okay, it says promise pending and I can attend the function. So what does this mean? So first statement is I will stitch your suit, which means that this line is running. And after that, if stitch is true, our state is like promise is resolved. So it will go here. So the message will contain that suit is stitched. And after that, this will print our message. And after that, this will print. But what we are seeing that the statement, the line number 244, we are not able to print it. But line number 245 is working. So why is this? This is because like in the two class back, what I said was that the synchronous code go to the main stack and the asynchronous code go to the side stack. Okay, so this is an asynchronous code because this is returning a promise. So this will go to the side stack. Let me show it. This is main stack. So first of all, line number 244 will go in the main stack, and after that 245. This two line will go to the main stack. This is our side stack where asynchronous code goes. So you can say that line number 243 goes here. So what I told earlier was, so this part will only work when this is already done, which means that first of all, line number 245 will run. Sorry, line number 244 will run. So here line number 244 runs, but the message that we was getting was from a asynchronous line. So that's why you can say that it is printing promise, which mean that we were expecting something, but we were not able to get it because this is a asynchronous code and it runs on this port like as it is. And after that, since this is just a text, so this also works. And after that only, uh, this actually we get. This go to the main stack. After this is already run, so this thing go to the main stack. And after that only, we are able to run this line. So to avoid this behavior, what we can do is we can write await here. Await here. So what await will do is it will basically, you can say, pause our line. It won't go to here until we get the response from here, if it is rejected or resolved. If we don't write await here, it won't wait in this line. It will directly go to this line. If I write await here, it will wait for this promise to get resolved or to get rejected. After it is resolved, it is good, then we will run this line and this line. And if it is rejected, then we will go here. So wait is basically used to pause our asynchronous line. Like it will pause our 240, like the 244 and like other lines after this. We will only run these things if this is resolved or rejected. Now if I try to run it again, I will switch your suit. Now it says suit is ready and I can attend the function. If I remove the wait here, now it won't pause. You can see it doesn't pause. It will directly run this line and this also. And it is since our promise is not resolved because it will have to wait some time to get resolved. That's why it says promise is pending. It is in the pending state. So we have to bring the promise to the resolved or rejected state so that we can handle it using try and catch. So await is promise is resolved and suit is ready and I can. So it's also a way to consume the function, consume a promise. If promise is resolved, we can mm, go to try. Otherwise, in case of rejection, we go to catch. And yeah, await will pause the execution of our code further till our promise is either resolved or rejected. So these three things I can say about the async await. So I hope you are clear with these concepts, which is basically our asynchronous JavaScript. Now in future, we will actually get with familiar with it because it is used a lot. So don't worry if you are facing any problem. In the future, you will be able to grasp it. Okay, so in the next class will be here just